This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting. I'm joined by True Geordie ringside, commentating again for Misfits.
Yeah,
it's good to have you back.
Back again, mate. Back. The OG is back. Don't call it a comeback. Been here for years, and it was good. Yeah, the fights were good. Loved seeing Joe Weller back in there as well. Had a bit of an old school feel with me and him in the building, and seeing him in KSI shake hands was cool. Just the whole thing. Great night, great fights. Loved it.
This is quite a nice show for you to commentate. They're all, I guess they're all lesser names, but they're all very 50-50 fights. It's a very pure boxing card. It's nice to see.
Yeah, I mean, like, for example, the Gabe Silva fight was quite technical. Even the main event really delivered. Jarvis showed a lot in there. B. Dave showed so much heart. Whenever we thought, oh, he's fading, he keeps coming back like the bloody Undertaker. So, yeah, I loved it. Real fun night, mate.
What was your favourite fight tonight?
You know what? I'm going to give Julie Polka some love. I think she was really impressive. Clever, calculated, let someone come into range, whack, 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 stay the fuck away. So she was impressive. I was really blown away, and I think maybe it's like we're going to look at someone like a Barbie is going to have to get in there and really give her a run, because I don't know how many other people can.
In the Brazil card in February, it's looking like.
Yeah, I mean, I suggested, because I was really impressed with Vampira, that your old mate El Brook could take Vampira on. I think that would be a hell of a fight, because they're looking like a similar level.
I really think so. There's a weight difference, which is a tricky one, but I interviewed Julie after a fight about half an hour ago. She says El still hits harder than Vampira.
I think she probably does, to be honest with you. But I think Vampira is a little more inexperienced, and when she learns to connect that jab, she was just throwing it out of range, because once she got hit, she was a bit like, oh, I don't know how close I want to get here. But I still see a lot of talent in Vampira. But yeah, Elle can look at herself now and go, all right, I lost to the champ, so there's no disgrace in that, and get a bit of confidence from that, I hope.
It's a good meter reading. You can see where everyone's at now. Oh, they've had one or two fights. Let's talk about the main event, though. Jarvis and B. Dave. Where does B. Dave go from here?
I think he should feel great, because I honestly thought he was going to be smoked by that, you know what I mean? I thought when Jarvis knocked him down, I was like, yep, you both come forward fighters, so the guy who hits harder, who's a bit more technically sound, will win. And I was surprised by the heart, and look, they both gave each other credit at the end. They were like, this guy's got a hard head, and I think we just witnessed two of the best chins in influencer boxing, because these two dudes are pretty tough to hurt by the looks of it, so fair play.
And Jarvis, where does he go from here? 155 champ. I like him this weight as well. He's good at this weight.
Yeah, I think people are figuring stuff out now. The weights are getting figured out. The hierarchy is getting figured out. I wonder if Pineda might go, you know what, you fucked my teammate up, I'm going to have to come back.
That's a good storyline, actually. I hadn't thought of that before, yeah.
You know
his translators here today, or his managers here, having a look around.
Yeah, we like a bit of WA on Misfits, so that's like a bit of, you took my mate out, so I'm coming back for more, you know. I like that.
Certainly. Let's talk about Joe Weller. I've heard that DAZN are going to send Ethan an offer next week, and then he'll decide if he's going to take the fight or not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming he's going to. I think he judging by what I've seen from his reaction, he really liked that fight. He was well up for it, and you know, it just makes so much sense, man. Like, Ethan's journey has been so good to watch. The weight loss, he's a different person to the guy who was supporting KSI in the first Joe Weller fight, and now for him, the main event against Joe Weller having his own comeback story. We love storylines, and we also want to see our YouTube heroes get in there and put it all on the line. And I think what Joe said about let's make YouTube boxing YouTube again. Yeah. Like, let's be real here. There's a lot of real athletes who are gate crashing the party, who are just doing a few TikToks and trying to become influencers so they can get in on the Misfits money. But it's really about influencers, and let's remember that. And that's what Joe Weller versus Bezinha is really going to remind people of.
I guess that's a pay-per-view fight. So with the right undercard, you can definitely put that on pay-per-view. They'll do if every Misfits pay-per-view, they always do a press conference about a month before the fight, and then they'll do another press conference in fight week. And Ethan can talk very well, and so can Joe. I'm sure you will see a few good trash talkers here. The promo will be amazing, I reckon.
It'll be so good.
A Battle of Britain, you could tie to it.
Yeah, and also, like, let's think about it. KSI can't carry everything. You know, we need other influencers to do that. And let's not forget, and I was there, ringside, when Joe Weller made his entrance to the ring. He was the fan favourite, and everyone bought a ticket, was pretty much there rooting for him. So this man sells out arenas, and he can do it, I believe that. So we need to flood the undercard. I'm suggesting Darren Till, Mike Perry. Let's get some hardcore MMA geezers in there as well, and some other real fights so that we can vary up in the Misfits where we do.
Certainly, yeah. It's funny, like I remember Joe Weller was cheered in, and now again he was more booed than the person of Misfits, and now he's more loved again. People just switch up and down like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, and the thing that Joe, look, when you've been on this game as long as me and Joe have, you know, you take the cheers with the boos, it's all the same, because what this game's about attention, and he gets that. And with him and Bezinha on stage together, giving it some to each other verbally, that will bubble lovely, and that's going to kick right off. And Ethan, although we've not seen him punching before, he's a strong guy. I can verify that. Like, you know, I've seen him lift weights. I played football against him once. I remember thinking, you're actually pretty strong, you know. And I'm excited to see what he can do in boxing, because I've never really seen much, but I believe he'll be a decent fighter.
Has Joe not got years of experience on him, though? Has he not got a big advantage?
No? Joe literally had a PT, his mother's PT training for the first one, whereas KSI had Vidal Riley. So now Joe is actually getting proper coaching now, but he's been bloody doing documentaries, partying, DJing. We can't look at Joe and think he's been,
living the disciplined lifestyle.
Not at all.
The opposite, really, to be honest.
If anyone's been living like an athlete, it's Ethan, not Joe. So yeah.
That's true as well. We're packing down here, so we'll let you go. Anything else coming for yourself, though, Brian?
Just motherfucking great podcast, bro. That's what I do. That's what I'm born to do. And just did 1 million views on a David Icke podcast this week.
It got taken down, didn't it?
Mate, I re-uploaded it. I had another 1 million views in a day.
Really? Wow. That's pretty good.
It just shows that subscribers mean nothing and algorithm is everything now. But I've got a cool podcast coming up about aliens and how we were actually created by aliens, with some geezer on Monday. And he's been researching ancient tablets that tell us what the Bible was really about. Okay. Fucking mind-blowing stuff, mate. I hope you check it out.
You watched the Joe Rogan on The Rock episode yet?
I have seen a bit of it.
Is it good?
Yeah, it was great to see The Rock break down his old wrestling career with Rogan. But you know what? Rogan doesn't love wrestling. I had Kurt Angle on recently. I'm like, do you know how much...
I saw Logan Paul repost the clip of you talking about Kurt Angle and Logan.
Yeah, Kurt Angle compared Logan Paul to himself and Brock Lesnar, and you're like, that's huge praise. Like, they were the fastest rising stars in WWE history because they were real athletes.
And Kurt Angle was very much hated at the start of his career too, just like Logan is, a big heel.
Very similar, and Logan has that athleticism. I'm really delighted to see how great he's doing in wrestling. I still think we might see him back one day, because for the right fight, you know, Logan, he doesn't want to take down a challenge, but I think he's where he's born to be a wrestler, this guy. Yeah.
Certainly. That's a good way to end it. We're wrapping up. I've got to go grab Mams, Jarvis and B-Dave, but I do appreciate it, Brian. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Perfect. Awesome. Thanks, Brian.